Paltrocast.
Nick. Well, actually, is it Nicholas or Nick?
Nicholas.
Nicholas, pleasure to be speaking with you today. How's it going aside from, answering the same questions over and over and over again?
No, I'm excited, man. I'm excited to be here. There's, everything's still new and, special and magical for me. So this is, this shit's fun.
Yeah, directorial debut. Also co-wrote the film. When did you actually film it?
Filmed it last May. So just about a year ago, yeah.
Around how many days was the shoot? Do you remember that offhand?
Oh God, yeah, I remember that. We had principal photography in 11 days.
Wow. Okay. How'd that compare to the post-production? I'm guessing the post-production was 3-4 times that.
Yeah, absolutely. We had way more time. It was one of those, and then with distribution, it got punted a little bit to the end of summer, so it bought us a little bit more time. But the film's been pretty much wrapped up and done for, oh God, months now. There's always little changes here and there, but yeah, it's been done for a while. And so yeah, we had way more on 11 days. That's tight. So we had way more on post, luckily, because I don't know anyone who could do a post in 11 days.
Very impressive cast. Who was the first one to come on board? Do you remember?
Yeah, so Steven Dorff was the first to come on board. Script got to him. Steven called me. He actually wasn't sure if he wanted to play the lead. Well, he wanted the antagonist or protagonist. He didn't know which one he wanted. He liked both roles. We had a quick discussion on the phone. I told him that I had met Shiloh Fernandez, and I said, well, I really would love him for the role of Shelby. And he said, yep, done. Absolutely. Love him. I mean, Steven made up his mind like that. He actually personally sent the script to Travolta. He called me, he was on, and then everything just snowballed from there. Once we got Travolta on, it was like, we're going.
Yeah, once he's in their Academy Award winning, et cetera, kind of production there. But Kevin Dillon, another excellent person in there, Ashley Benson. It's almost like an all-star film you got. I mean,
it was mostly luck, I'll be honest with you. I think I wrote a good script and that got people excited, thank God. But yeah, I mean, I actually knew Ashley personally. I texted her, I sent her the script. Maybe 2 hours later, she called and was like, I'm in, let's go. So having her on board, and then we actually had another actor that fell out. Tim Murphy stepped in, who is unreal. I mean, every one of the actors delivered. They were so pro, they knew their lines, they showed up ready to work, knowing the characters. And, I'd love to say that's luck. It probably a lot was, but it was also the producers, everybody just kind of understanding the script and knowing who to get the material to, which was very cool for me.
As your directorial feature debut, do you have plans to do a second one, or are you one and done?
Oh yeah, no, absolutely. It's one of those things. It's obviously what I've been wanting to do. I want to write, I want to direct. So, even when I was thinking I was going to die from stress in my hotel room in rural Georgia with this crazy schedule, it's like I just couldn't get enough of it. Like I'm a huge movie nerd. I think so many of us that are involved in this are. I'm not jaded yet, at least.
Yeah.
So like I said, I mean, everything literally, it's like going to New York City for the first time and just staring up. It's like everything was magical for me. It's so much fun. And so I was so stressed during the shoot, and I would call my fiance and be like, I can't wait to do this again. This is so much fun. I mean, literally I would sit there and, we're making a fucking movie. Like, this is epic. This is so much fun. So yeah, I can't wait to do another one. I have more scripts ready to go. I have some options. I mean, I'm ready.
Are we allowed
to finance? You want to finance? You in?
Well, we can connect you with some people. Me, myself, and I. But are we allowed to know what's next, or we have to wait for the Variety.com embargo to lift?
Yeah. Well, we, I have a few. I have one set up with the same producer. One of the actors from Mobland is interested and wants to play one of the roles. So it's just a matter of getting the cast rounded out, and stars have to align to get these things done. I've definitely learned it's so many plates in the air that all have to come, down at the table at the exact right time. And right now the plates are in the air and we're just hoping they land, in all the place settings.
Obviously, Mobland is the greatest mob-related movie ever made, obviously. But what's the second best one? Is it Goodfellas?
Goodfellas is up there. Casino. I mean, I'm a massive Scorsese fan. Who isn't? Like I said, I'm a movie nerd. I don't know too many movie nerds that don't love Scorsese. But yeah, I think Casino and Goodfellas. It's up there. It's a quick tie.
It's still funny. It still holds up for the most part.
Goodfellas? I just watched it with my fiance. It was her first time seeing it. We watched it months, not even, I mean, maybe 3 or 4 months ago. And like, fuck, it's so funny. It's brutal. It's pretty. It's poetic. It's funny. I mean, it absolutely holds up. And that you can't say that for a lot of films. And Scorsese, he's got a track record for holding films up.
It's so funny, yet when you actually look at the crimes they committed, they were a lot more violent than depicted in the movie. It makes comedy out of murder in the best possible way. But back to you here before I let you go. When you're not busy with the craft, where does your free time usually go? Are you one of those directors that golfs?
God, no. Oh, Lord. Definitely not. I have a few hobbies here and there. I don't read. I know that that's always like a shock to people because I'd love to say I do. I don't. I watch TV. I watch movies, and I watch a lot of TV and movies. I mean, if I could, I would spend 10 hours a day just watching old movies, new TV shows, everything. So that's pretty up there. Cars. I love cars. I love. I mean, I got a few. I probably should take up golfing though. It would probably chill my anxiety out a little bit. So maybe I'll look into that.
Either that or networking. Well, let me piggyback a different question on there, and then I'll let you go.
Yeah.
You just mentioned if you could watch 10 hours a day, you would. Besides Mobland On Demand, do you have a film or TV recommendation you could pass along?
Oh God, I mean, I've been saying for the last like 4 or 5 years, Gomorrah, the Italian TV show, is probably the best TV I've watched in the last 10 years. I mean, sure, The Wire, Sopranos, don't want to piss anyone off. But honestly, I think Gomorrah is, especially season 1 and 2, some of the best TV ever made. It's subtitled, you got to be prepared for that, but good God, that's just perfect storytelling in my opinion.
You got great taste. Well, congrats on this film.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate that.
Looking forward to the next one, even if it has nothing to do with the mob, but keep up all the greatness out there, Nicholas.
I really appreciate it, and thank you so much for having me.
Paltrocast.